Medium man, physical medium man, physical medium man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? This is Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. We got part 2 of the movie book collection. Had enough to split this into two. But a lot of neat things in this second part too. So before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items, the Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, and my Letterboxd account. So first up we got Warner Brothers, 100 years of storytelling. This is their 100th year, I think, as I filmed this. This was autographed. And I have another, so I paid a little bit for this, but I thought it was really neat. And I have another Warner Brothers book that you're going to see here at the end. So I wanted to grab that. These next two I got from Hamilton Book. And I actually thought this one was kind of the neatest of the ones. Which I probably should have done some research from our recent trip, but I didn't. This is Travel Lodge of Horror by Tony Urban. And so yeah, you got Friday the 13th. It just does a really good job of breaking down where the filming locations are and stuff. We got Jaws, which I would love to visit there sometime. I got Sorority Row, which I've never seen, but yeah, really nice and really well done book, and it was fairly cheap. I also got this the first 10 years of Marvel Studios, the official collector's edition. This one was also fairly cheap. So I might put that on like a Marvel type shelf with all the Marvel movies or something, I'm not sure. Next up is a Goodwill purchase. This is Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof, a screenplay. So that's pretty. You really usually see stuff like this. So went ahead and grabbed it. This was also on Hamilton Book, and I was most excited for this one, but it ended up being kind of the least disappointing, or the most disappointing of the books I got. This is Film and TV Locations. Scout out the world's top spots for famous films and TV scenes. And it's just very brief with what it's showing. So here's Rocky, which I just visited, and it just has about the art museum. So, and Dirty Dancing, which we've also visited. I mean, it's pretty neat, but I was expecting a little bit more for some reason, I guess. So yeah, still pretty cool though. Recently picked this up at my parents' house. I had this growing up. One of my favorites, I watched this a ton. We got Space Jam. So this is from my childhood. And then my mom had this, so she let me have it. We got Movie Monsters, which I just thought was really neat. Especially because it's got a lot of like the Universal monsters in it and everything. There's Dracula. So that's pretty neat. One of you guys was nice enough to trade or pick this up for me from one of the Dollar Tree sales. We got Titanic and the Making of James Cameron. My mother-in-law and father-in-law got me this for Christmas or a birthday. We got the Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee book. We were watching Seinfeld at the time. It's pretty neat though. It's, of course, there's the TV show and stuff, so it's got some of the from some of the episodes there, some of their conversations and such. Next up, we got season 1, 2, 3 of Smallville, the official companion. These were Goodwill purchases. They might have had a couple more seasons, I can't remember. But I really liked this show when it was on the air, and I watched it when it was on CW. I need to go back and watch it. I know it recently got that Blu-ray set, which I haven't purchased yet. I had some of the seasons. It looks like at least 1 through 6 probably on DVD, but probably end up getting that eventually, but need to revisit some. I think this was the one from the last the last which I swore I checked something off on something. In the last video, I was mentioning there was a list and you could check off when you watch things. But here we got Chris Stuckman, who, when I was getting into YouTube, and he was one of the first people I watched, and it's one of my favorite channels, still is. So we got his book, The Film Buff's Bucket List, the 50 movies of the 2000s to see before you die. And he does have a checklist here in the back, my bucket list, and you can check them off and give them the score that you want to give them out of 5. I think I had seen almost all these except for a couple. Remember looking at when I looked the last time. But there's a couple pages on each separate movie. So really wanted to get this and support him. I don't remember how much it was, but I've had it for a while, and I did read it at one point. I think this was a half price purchase, I think. Fan of Whoopi Goldberg's movies. We got Whoopi Goldberg book. So grabbed that. It was fairly cheap. Another one of you guys either found for me or I found myself. I think I might have found this myself, actually. This is a Dollar Tree purchase. I was really excited to get this because I liked this movie. Martin Scorsese's The Irishman, which I guess it's just the book for it. So grab that. Next up, this is the hardback. Fairly certain I hardly paid anything for this. We got Michael Crichton's The Lost World. I also have Jurassic Park paperback, which I have read. It's been quite a while, but actually enjoyed it even more than the movie, which I'm a huge fan of. Just a really well done book too. So let's see here. Oh, drawing a blank on the channel name. Fellow YouTuber. Gosh. If I'll remember, I'll link it down below. I can't remember offhand what his his channel name. It's something to do with movies, I think. And he does the best movie location videos. And he was talking about this book. I live in the Midwest. I definitely wanted to get it. We got Vacation on Location Midwest, and it was fairly cheap. Just got this on Amazon. So yeah. Another one from my in-laws, we got Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, which I haven't read yet. Next up, I got this because I was going to try to get it signed. We got Isa and Dirty Packy Lingerie. I was lucky enough to interview her as part of the Heartland International Film Festival. She was promoting her movie Americanish, which I really enjoyed. I hope one day, I'm pretty sure you can get it now digitally, but hopefully at some point it gets a physical release, because I thought it was really well done and enjoyed it quite a bit. But she was nice enough to let me interview her. So I'll try to remember to link that video down below too. Next up, I'm pretty sure this was also from the in-laws. We got When Hollywood Came to Utah. And I think they got me this one too. We got Cinema Southwest, an illustrated guide to the movies and their locations. I love the movie location stuff, so these are great gifts. Thank you again to them if they're watching. This one I got out in Arizona at Goodwill. Was really excited to grab this because I had the next title already. We got The Universal Story. This is hardback, really well done. This was only $3. So really happy to have that one in the collection. And then, as I was talking earlier about Warner Brothers, I had already purchased the Warner Brothers Story, which is like the same, both written by the same person, and they look a lot alike. So really happy to have all those in the collection. I got a couple more here. We got the Wizard of Oz production night 1060 to a timeline. I think this just came with the kind of wider box set, which I have for Sound of Music. So I probably have one of those for the Sound of Music, but I got that at Goodwill. And then the last one's the other title that one of you guys was nice enough to pick up for me from Dollar Tree. We got the art of Tim Burton's film Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Hard to believe this is a really nice looking book, hardcover. So it was only $1, but yeah, that is everything for the movie book kind of collection. I do also have an Arnold autobiography somewhere, but I guess I didn't have it on these shelves. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed these kind of different videos, but I wanted to show off some different things that have been up in the movie room. So yeah, if you want to see any other different type of videos, let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate. This is Physical Media Man signing off. Excuse me. Physical Media will never die.
Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Yeah!